What's up guys, it's Justin here, and today I'm going to be showing you Apple's product red iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, but also doing the Supreme kind of thing that I did last year with the red edition iPhone 7 Plus, but also talking about some of Supreme's tech items and accessories that have recently come out, and kind of just my general review of them from a tech user's perspective. So inside this bag, I do have the new iPhone 8 Plus as well as the iPhone 8 in the beautiful red color. So let's go ahead and unbox these, put the Supreme sticker on it, and see how that looks, because being one of tech's biggest hypebeasts, I think it kind of makes sense that I did that again this year. Before we take a look at the Bang Olufsen speaker from the Supreme collab, as well as the Mophie 20,000 mAh battery pack. So let's just set this down here and take a look at the iPhones first. So yeah, these actually just came out last week, so I ordered them in. Obviously, this is in support of the Red Foundation, so I'm gonna leave a link down in the description section below if you guys want to find out more or even donate. But this comes in a standard 64 and 256 gig version, and it is at the exact same price as the standard color options. But the iPhone 10 did not actually get the limited edition treatment, which is kind of odd. We might still see it. But let's just start out by opening the iPhone 8 Plus before we take a look at the iPhone 8. So let's just take off the plastic here. I have heard that it is a really shiny red, which I really like. I think last year was more of an amber color. It wasn't as bright of a red as a lot of you would have expected, but because the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is glass this time around, it is a nice bright red, which is something that I think I will really enjoy. So that's just the instruction manual here, and there isn't really anything different aside from the product red info and the cause it supports. And here is the iPhone 8 Plus itself in the red color, and obviously other than that you get your Apple EarPods and also the charging thing that has fallen out. So this year, one small change that Apple did make that a lot of people were complaining about last year is that they wanted to see a black front. So Apple listened for once and put a black front on the front of the iPhone. I personally prefer a white front on phones, but as an iPhone 10 user, I've kind of gotten used to the black front over the past few years. But just taking off the plastic here, it is a very shiny red, and it is actually a bit darker than I expected. It kind of has that cherry tone to it, and I'm going to try to show you guys best over video. Other than that, the front has that standard black color, and if you're going to be putting a case over it, you're probably not going to be able to see the red aside from the edges. But I mean, the phone itself looks awesome, and I think putting a Supreme sticker on this will look nice as well. So let's just set this aside and open up the iPhone 8, which is pretty much going to be the same. So that is the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus in the product red edition, and overall the branding on the back is very clear. It just says the iPhone and also product red below that, but otherwise there isn't any branding at all, and it just has a nice clean look. The iPhone 8 is personally the phone that I've been recommending a lot at the moment, because as a user of the iPhone 10, it's had its fair share of problems, and it just isn't my best experience with an iPhone because how buggy it is. And it just seems like even though it is kind of Apple's cutting edge for devices at the moment, there are just a number of trade-offs that I believe the iPhone 8 is more justifiable for most people. I'm going to be doing a 6-month later follow-up of the iPhone 10 coming up soon, so look out for that as well. But as I did last year, let's go ahead and put a Supreme sticker on this and see how it looks. So there you have it. That is what the Supreme iPhone 8 and 8 Plus looks like. And on the iPhone 8, I had to just put the sticker diagonally because I had the stickers made to the same size of the iPhone 8 Plus. And essentially what I did was just order a set of custom decals. I actually bought these last year in a set of 150 for the previous episode. And I also gave away a ton of stickers to you guys to stick on any devices that you might have around the house. So I'm going to do that again. And all you have to do to enter is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below. And I'll just pick a handful of people to receive a set of stickers. Obviously though, if you already have an iPhone, don't go ahead and buy a brand new one just for the red color unless you're crazy. But one thing you could also do is get a bright red D-brand skin and just put the Supreme sticker on it as well, and it looks just as good, if not a bit better. I'm going to leave a link to that down below, and you also have the option between many other colors from D-brand as well in different textures. So if you guys grabbed a red skin, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get some of you some Supreme stickers to put with it. The next thing I want to talk about is the Supreme Bang & Olufsen collab, and I actually didn't spend too much time talking about this in my Hypebeast Bag episode, so I decided while we're talking about the iPhones, we might as well kind of go more in depth about this speaker. This is a Bang & Olufsen P2 Bluetooth speaker, and overall it does come in at a form factor that makes it very easy to just throw it in your bag, carry it in a pocket, and take it around with you during the day to listen to music. I think the aluminum finish is very nice, but you will have to worry about possible denting, and the rest is surrounded by plastic, and there is also kind of a lanyard as well that I took out just based on personal preference. Otherwise, this charges via USB-C, which is nice to see being future-proof, and it has up to 10 hours of battery life, and from my experience, I was able to get relatively close to 8. There is a set of tap controls for turning this thing on and off, and also for play pause. It is a 215-watt woofer and tweeter setup, and it peaks at 50 watts. Overall, when it comes to sound quality for its size, it is actually very good. The sound was clear, the bass was relatively prominent, but you have to remember that this speaker is not that big, so you're not going to get anything crazy in terms of stereo separation or extreme clarity. I'm going to give you guys a quick sound test of this, but I also wanted to compare it to a speaker that I would say is probably one of the best in its price range, and that is the Ultimate Ears UE Blast.
I was made for this shit, rookie of the year, I wouldn't show up for the freshman list. Your swag expired, you ain't fresh like this. Shit on all my haters, I'ma make them pissed. I was made for this shit, rookie of the year, I wouldn't show up for the freshman list. Your swag expired, you ain't fresh like this. Shit on all my haters, I'ma make them pissed. I was made for this shit, rookie of the year, I wouldn't.
I just really like the fact that it fits in your hand, and as someone who brings a lot of stuff when I travel and a lot of different things, whether it's just for enjoyment or for filming and camera stuff, I like to keep things as small as possible, and I think this is a perfect size. The next thing that I have here is a Supreme Mophie battery pack, and this came out in the late 2017 collection at a retail price of $98. Mophie is one of the most well-known companies when it comes to battery packs, but of course, I think the most popular ones at the moment are going to be Anker and Aki from Amazon. They just come in at much lower prices, and from a performance standpoint, you're essentially getting exactly the same thing as what you would get out of a Mophie battery pack. But if you're a hypebeast and want the collab, then this is not a bad option by any means. It does its job, and it's around 20,100 milliamp hours, which should last you like about a week. And it also has a 4-level battery indicator with button for on-off. And in terms of ports, you have, once again, everything you need. 2 USB ports, as well as USB-C and micro USB for charging the battery pack itself. Even though I see a lot of people taking this around and using it as an everyday battery pack, aluminum is more durable and feels more premium, but it is kind of prone to dents, so I don't really have a problem using a plastic shelled battery pack. In terms of charging, it gets the job done, and a company like Mophie is very reliable and has a good track record. So once again, if you're a hypebeast, then you might want to pick up one of this, or even just a 10,000 to be able to throw it in your pocket, because honestly, 20,000 lasts you quite a long time, and unless you're going on like a camping trip, I tend to be perfectly fine with a 10,000. Otherwise, this is pretty much a look at the Supreme edition of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus that I kind of created in the product red, as well as the Bang Olufsen and the Mophie collab with Supreme. For some reason, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Supreme when it comes to clothing, but when it comes to their accessories, the red stuff, the Supreme Rimowa, and the collabs that they've done with LV and stuff, I'm a pretty big fan. I think it looks awesome, and let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite Supreme collab is, whether it's tech or just anything in general. This has just been a quick video showing you guys some of the stuff, and let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have any other videos you want to see, and I'll see you in the next one.